Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome back to Reality Realness with 3 S's. I am your host here, Chantele Francis. Joining me today, my lovely co-host is...
Brazil.
Brazil. Hello, Brazil. How are you?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm pretty good, thanks. I'm pretty excited about what we have going on today. But just before we get started, if you haven't subscribed yet to Reality Realness, well, please do. Just sign down below over here. We love talking about reality TV and any gossip that goes along with it. And we're on our mission to get to 1,000 subscribers by next week. So help us on this mission, please. We're doing really well. And even if we can get 30 subscribers after this live, well, that would just make both of us so happy. So what we're going to be doing today is, if you can't tell, we're going to be talking about something new, The Bachelorette. It's a new season 16, and the lead is going to be Clare Crawley. So we thought today, since The Bachelorette's going to be starting next week, Tuesday, that we would do a little bit of a preview of what the show might be, have going on. Look at all the different guys and maybe do a little, friendly competitor draft pick on some guys and make some fun point systems to see if we can have a little bit of a win or lose in this situation. So are you down for it? What's your opinion of The Bachelor, The Bachelorette franchise, the series, Bachelor Nation? Where do you sit in all this hoopla?
I mean, obsessed. Okay. I love it. I love Bachelor in Paradise. I wish they brought back Winter Games. Yeah, I love it all.
Me too.
And I love every season. It's the most dramatic season in Bachelor history.
Well, they usually are kind of dramatic. And they have been getting increasingly more dramatic. Did you watch any of Bachelor Nation's Greatest of All Time and where they were going? Mm-hmm. You watched them? Mm-hmm. So what have been your favorite, favorite top 2 or 3 Bachelor seasons and top 2 or 3 Bachelorette seasons?
Ooh, top Bachelorette, I would say probably Caitlin Bristow's. She what?
She's Canadian.
She is Canadian. And I did like JoJo's, but I don't think it's one of the greatest of all time. I like Ben Higgins a lot just because of his whole telling 2 people I love you or I'm in love with you right before then. That was fun. That's what made me like JoJo so much. Whose was it? Whose was JP on? Juan Pablo.
I don't remember yet. Hi, J Jobs. How are you? J Jobs says, hello. Glad to see you're covering The Bachelorette. I know. Us too. I definitely loved Rachel.
I like Rachel's, yeah. I was surprised hers wasn't on there.
Pardon?
I was surprised hers wasn't on there.
Well, she's kind of has a little bit of animosity sort of with Bachelor Nation because she's very vocal about how she feels as though she hasn't been treated as well as some of the other Bachelorettes. And so I think that there's a little bit of friction there. And so they don't necessarily promote her season as much, it seems. She still talks on her podcast that she has with Becca Kufrin on Bachelor Nation, but I don't know. It just seems as though she doesn't get as much love from the show as some of the other Bachelorettes do. And I think it's because she's so vocal and she calls them out on their BS,
Fair.
And people don't usually like to hear that. They want people to be pliable and just malleable, and they do what people say, a little more sheepish, and she's not really like that. She does her own thing. Mm-hmm. So, Jay Jaws, I'm so happy that you're here talking with us about The Bachelorette. So today we're going to be doing a draft pick. We're going to go through all the different guys. So it might take a little bit of a time since there's about 31 of them. And then make our little point system as to who's going to win with most points. And then maybe who's going to win by having the winning Bachelor on their team. So let's just start off with Clare Crawley. So Clare Crawley, she was from Juan Pablo's season, which you were trying to pull up, Bachelor. Now, I don't remember which season he was on. I'm sure that as we get into the Bachelorette, we're going to remember more things and like do a little more research, and we're going to know about these people so well that these little tidbits won't slip away from us. But she was the final two women on Juan Pablo's season, and she does have a very classic scene where she says to him when he breaks up with her at the final two, and she said something to the effect of, like, you aren't a good person, and you must be a bad father. You're a shitty father. Do you remember the exact line? Actually, let me see if I can remember her exact line.
I don't, but I remember it was like a big mic drop.
And what did Clare Crawley say to Juan Pablo? It was bad. I remember it was so bad. Oh, show me. I saw it. I saw it before. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll write that down, and then I didn't. Oh, I would never want my children having a father like you. And then while Pablo says to the cameras, I'm so glad I didn't pick her. Woo! I remember from whatever season Juan Pablo was on, like, I really liked him, and I thought he was cute, and like I was happy that he was the Bachelor. And then when he was the Bachelor, he rubbed me so the wrong way that I was not into him at all.
No.
How are you?
Oh, that's right. No, but
Heart Sauce Bachelorette season. Sorry?
Didn't he screw over Desiree, like, big time?
G Jobs, I don't remember, because obviously this was like over 10 years.
Desiree's one of my favorites.
I'm a big fan of Desiree. She's kind of whiny to me.
Oh, geez.
I'm sorry. She's she's nice, and she married Chris, right? Was he a baseball player? No. Chris. Anyways, J Jobs, can you please help us out here? What did Juan Pablo do to Desiree? I think he didn't pick her in the end, or like he didn't choose. I don't remember. But I liked him though on his season. Like, he definitely stood out. And I thought he was cute. I thought he was funny. And then as the Bachelor, he was such an egomaniac. Like, it's okay. And I know it's part of his culture, like his language, and like, he doesn't know English that well. So like, that's just probably what he was comfortable with saying. But like, it made me so angry because he was like, he'd say it's okay when it wasn't okay. And I would just get so pissed off at him. J Jaws, Bachelorette season 9. Wow. May 27, 2013. Yeah, so that's a long time ago. Season 9. So almost, 7 years ago, a little over 7.5 years ago. Thank you, J Jobs. You are the best. Don't recall bad blood with Desiree. She just did not pick him. I do remember something happening, but I just don't remember what it was. Okay, so Claire was on that season with Juan Pablo, and she obviously didn't get chosen. Then she came back and kind of became a fan favorite within the Bachelor Nation. She came on 2 seasons, season 1 and season 2 of Bachelor in Paradise. Unfortunately, she didn't find love in either of those seasons, but there's a couple of classic scenes where she was speaking to nobody, but the producers cut it to her talking seemingly to a raccoon. And also, just to rewind back to Juan Pablo's season, she was actually probably the first woman that was kind of slut-shamed by Bachelor Nation for, if I'm not mistaken, she went skinny dipping with Juan Pablo.
Mm-hmm. I
think that he also alluded to them having sex. I don't know if it was a fantasy suites or if it was beforehand, but I remember like it was a big thing.
Yep.
What do you remember?
I remember the skinny dipping thing. And then the fancy suites. I don't remember much about that, but I definitely remember the skinny dipping. Them jumping in together.
It's like, who cares? Like,
I know. But back then, it was a big deal.
Such a big deal. I mean, I guess like 7 years ago. So, what? Like, please.
Until Caitlin Bristow entered the scene.
Exactly. Thank you, Caitlin. So for me, like I actually really like Emily. I thought she was like very pretty and very sweet. And I liked Emily's story. I liked Rachel's season because I had a big crush on Peter, and I liked Kate.
Peter.
I think she's funny. So I enjoyed her season. And I liked JoJo's season as well, but I knew that she was going to pick Jordan right from the beginning. So it's kind of like, it kind of didn't do it for me. And so Claire also was on the Winter Games season of The Bachelor, which you said that you enjoyed. She dated a guy, Christian. They got into kind of a weird miscommunication
He's
thing.
From France, I believe.
Germany? I don't think it was French. I don't remember. J Jobs, do you remember where Christian was from Winter Games? I feel like he was German. I could be very wrong. And then he ended up with Benoit. So
sorry.
Benoit, and then they broke up. And Benoit was from Montreal, Canada. And then after the season, he proposed to her, and then they were engaged. And then they broke up again. I wasn't a fan of Benoit. What did you think about him?
No, he was too cray for me.
Yeah, I mean, I just didn't find him sexually attractive at all.
Nope.
Like, I was more into Christian for sure than him, but like Christian was kind of being a jerk a little bit. But it was the whole meet me in the hot tub. Remember me?
That was such a good season. I loved it. I love when they all had to go skiing for one of their
dates.
Yeah, or no, like one of their competitions. None of them could ski. They're all flying.
So yeah,
all over the place.
Germany.
I was thinking of Benoit because he has a French accent.
He has a Montreal, Québec accent. Il parle français avec un accent francophone. Anyways,
Sure.
So let's get started. So we are going to do our draft pick now, and because Brazil is new to Reality Realness, I'm going to let her go first. We're going to do a snake draft. And we are going to just maybe talk about each of these contestants. And yeah, let's get this going. You should know who you want first.
I want 4 people first.
Well, who do you want first?
Brendan.
That's the one with the E?
The one who?
He has an E in his name? Brendan?
Yeah.
So Brendan, he is 30 years old. He's a commercial roofer from Milford, Massachusetts. He is Portuguese, and he potentially has a Boston accent. So let's see if I can pull up an image of this gent so we can see what he looks like. So why did you pick Brendan?
He just seems interesting. I like his racially ambiguous background. He has very nice eyes, and he has like a normal, good-paying job. So I think he's a bit humble.
Okay. And so,
as Chris Harrison said, he's a shingle guy, because he's a roofer.
Right. He was making a lot of dad jokes for sure. Let's do it like this. So I think he's pretty cute. As well. I didn't have him as one of my top picks, but he is a commercial roofer, so he's going to be very masculine. He's going to be quite grounded, probably. He's, I could picture him being an earth sign. He's probably like a Virgo, so very masculine, manly. And I think that the security that he would provide her, just essence-wise, will make her feel safe. So I think it's a good pick.
I'm down for the accent.
You like the Boston accent?
I like any accent.
I mean, I'm not super that excited about a Boston accent, but I like the fact that he's Portuguese. And so anybody that speaks another language, I'm usually interested in. So it's a decent pick.
All right, go. Don't wreck my life.
Well, why wouldn't you just choose like the obvious?
Which is?
You don't know any of the spoilers?
No.
Oh, like some spoilers are so... Okay, well, I'm going to take him. You gave him to me. I'm going with Dale. So
okay.
Dale.
He's the one. Okay. I had him circled, but I didn't.
Oh, shoot. Hold on. Are you still able to see my screen right now?
Yeah, we can see.
Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm just practicing. So Dale here. Dale I still think he's a cutie patootie. Now, there's been a lot of rumors circulating about, so spoiler, if this might be a spoiler, but it's everywhere, so it's not that much of a spoiler. But apparently, Claire and him really hit it off right away, and that she is the one that she chooses, and her season of The Bachelorette may be cut short, and potentially Tayshia will be coming in for the second half, because of the fact that Claire apparently chooses Dale right away. So I'm not sure how things actually shake down. Chris Harrison alludes to the fact that Claire, is really happy, but then like he doesn't know what everybody's talking about Tayshia. So he's kind of like going back and forth. We don't really know for sure, but all the rumors that have been swirling for the last couple of months have saying that Dale is the one that Claire picks. He's 31. He's a former football player. He's from Brandon, South Dakota.
Population
is
1.5.
Pardon?
Population 1.5.
Maybe. Hold on. Let's see. J-Job says, did they pregame like they did in BB? LOL. Well, that is what is being speculated. So apparently, it's been a little bit unusual because everybody's been self-isolating. Then Claire saw her cast before she started shooting, which is not something that usually happens. Usually the lead is surprised by who is going to be coming out of those limos. But the cast list was dropped before she actually went into sequester and started filming process. And she had about 3 months with knowing who was supposed to be her potential guy. So it is questioned that maybe she spoke to some of these men beforehand. They'll slide into the DMs that they might have started a little bit of a relationship before getting to the actual villa. So nothing is confirmed. Obviously, we won't know completely until this season airs, but that's what's been rumored for the last 3 months. And like talked about on like Entertainment Tonight. So it's not like,
this isn't hot tea. This is lukewarm tea.
It's lukewarm tea for sure. It's kind of like, you don't know that? Sorry, Brazil. I didn't know that you didn't know that.
No, I knew that, but I just wasn't going to pick him because I'm going for the long haul win with Tayshia.
Oh, okay. I
thought you were talking about more spoilers.
I get a second pick. And because I am a woman that is a little bit older than Claire, I'm going to go for someone that is...
Let's say it together here.
Pardon me?
Let's say it together.
Wait, I don't know who you're going to say, who I'm going to say. Who do you think I'm going to say?
I'll promise I'll tell you if I was right or wrong.
Well, hold on. Hold on. There's too many guys. I think that I'm going to go... no, I'm going to go for Bennett.
Oh, nope, I was going to say him. Okay.
I'm going to go for Bennett. Bennett's 36. He is from New York, New York. He is a wealth management consultant, and he went to Harvard. So Chris Harrison didn't seem that excited about him, or like he kind of thinks that he's maybe a little bit full of himself or whatnot. Here's Bennett. But I think he's handsome. I think that, yes, Claire said that she was going to, be open to dating people that are younger. But I think that it would be nice for her to date someone that's closer to her age. So she's 39 now, I think, 38 or 39.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. Yes, you may be open to dating someone younger, but like someone like 26, 25, 24, when you're 38, 39, like it's just a bit of an age gap for me. And she's lived that time in her life and they haven't yet. And so I just don't think that it's like realistic for her to be kind of like a cougar / sugar mama. So I chose this guy because he's stable, probably financially stable because he's a wealth management consultant. And I think that he will make her feel like a woman, a princess, like put her on a pedestal. J-Job says, Brazil, LOL. No one is from South Dakota, LOL.
Silly me, not 1.5 people.
Hi, Divine Me. How are you? Hello, ladies. I'm going to try to watch The Bachelorette too. Yes, please do. I mean, this is the first time we're obviously coming live talking about it, but like, I'm actually excited to get some new love energy onto Reality Realness. Yay. Okay, so that's my pick. You don't like him? Why?
I did not like him. Just looks wise for me, not my aesthetic.
Fair. But I was thinking Claire. Like, I know she does kind of like a little bit like the type of guys that I seem to like.
I can't think for Claire because I don't know when Claire's did it with Dale. So I'm drafting for Tayshia.
Okay.
Wait, do I get one or two?
You get two.
Okay, first one, Jordan M.
Jordan M.
I believe it's Jordan M. The one that was too tall to fit in the screen.
Oh God, you're going 6'8". 6'8" for you. Hold on, let's get him up.
It's the height for me.
There he is. He's definitely a cutie. I'm drafting for Claire still for points because like they might even bring in new guys and we'll have to do a new draft pick. So
True.
I mean, maybe we'll figure out how we're going to work things out as things move forward. But But as of right now, I'm drafting for Claire.
Yeah, so I like Jordan M.
I think he's cute. I think he's tall. He's from Santa Monica, California, 6'8". He's a tall nerd. Competes in computer hacking competitions, and he is a cybersecurity engineer.
That's my type.
I mean, he's cute. I hope that he's like funny because even if you're doing it for Tayshia, like he likes kind of goofy and funny and like likes laughing a lot. And so hopefully he has that with him. I definitely don't see him with Claire.
I agree. And then my next one is Ben.
Ben. Okay.
He's supposed to be the gentle giant of the season, natural leader. All the guys love him. Really funny, and he's a veteran, so I like that.
What does that mean, actually? I was going to ask you to be an Army Ranger veteran. What's an Army Ranger?
A Ranger is just a position within the Army, so it's just like it's just a job title, like different. I don't know much about the Army. I know a lot about the Air Force, but like my dad was a tech sergeant. So I'm not sure what Ranger is, but I think Rangers, they're more like on the ground and, you know, kind of in like the thick of it all.
Gotcha, sort of. He's from Venice, I guess Venice Beach, California. He's a big talker, apparently. Mm-hmm. I think he's all right. I am not really, like, you want to go home with this guy? This is your type?
No, but I think that he'll be around for a long time just because all the guys love him, and he won't be in one of those 2-on-1 dates because the guys say he's there for the wrong reasons. And, you know, like, I think, he said that, like, he's a gentle giant. So I think Claire likes gentle giants, I'm sure.
Okay. My next pick is I'm going to go for maybe some points here. So his name is Brandon, and he's pretty attractive.
Oh, you went for him.
He's a bit of trouble.
He's a bit of trouble.
And he's a real estate agent, so he's probably like a smooth talker. He's used to being around people. He's 28 years old, so still pretty young, but not too young. He's from Cleveland, Ohio. But he apparently, from what Chris says in his little assessment video, is that he says something to Claire that she may take the wrong way or that she gets offended by. And so I'm wondering if that means that there's going to be a drama around him. And so
I think he's going to say something about her age.
Ooh.
What else could he say that would offend her that bad?
Maybe that he wants to be the Bachelor. I don't know.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely would have to do with being there for the wrong reasons, and or maybe making her feel bad about her age, or saying something maybe about Juan Pablo.
Yeah.
Or slut shaming her in some sort of way, or.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, he's really cute. I think he's really cute. Do you think he's cute?
Yeah, no, he's fine.
Fine. So I went for fine there.
Okay.
He would also look good with Tayshia if that were something that went down. So I'm into it. Who else do I want? No, I don't want him. Do I want him? No. Okay, I'm gonna go for. This is going to be controversial.
Oh shit! What?
I'm gonna go for Zaxi.
Why is that controversial? I
Well,
had him circled.
because it seems as though he may have experienced his own, problems with addiction, maybe because he's an addiction specialist.
Uh-oh.
Whoa, what happened here? Let's try it again.
I like the character art, though.
Why? Okay, well, it won't let me pick him for whatever reason. That's so strange. Ugh.
Well, you're stuck with him. Here, let me see. I have it up on my phone. I know it won't look as great, but.
So, yeah, Zaxy's an addiction specialist. He's from Haddonfield, New Jersey. Yeah, it won't let me do it. Did it let you do it?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. I can't see. It's this guy. Oh, wait. Hold on. Let me do this. Let's go. I can at least pretend and circle him. This guy here. Oh, there you go. Sorry, I didn't even see that you had it there. Yes, perfect, Brazil. That's excellent work. You're hired. And so I'm only saying that it's a little bit controversial just in case that he has something that he's overcome or whatnot. And if he ends up sharing like, hey, like I have like a little bit of a muddied, we'll say past or things that he overcame in the past, that if that comes up, if that's the case, it may be something that either she likes or doesn't like, you know what I mean? It just could be something that comes up that has to be talked about. So I'm not sure if that's the case 100%, but I wouldn't be surprised because usually that people that get in that field are people that have experienced overcoming something. So this is just me projecting or speculating here. He's 36, which I think is a good age, closer to her age. I also like that he's had some life experience. And so like he's willing to put in the work to do things. And so I think he would be loyal and kind of consistent and reliable. So I'm going to give him a shot.
I had him circled, so I think that's a good pick.
Yay.
So you had two. So, right? Did you have? Yeah, you have Brandon and him. So I am going to go for Ed is number 4 for me.
Ed. Okay.
He is a healthcare salesman from Miami, Florida. He is 36 years old. Chris was saying that the more they got to know him, the more interesting he was, and the more like they found to really like him. I know healthcare sales, he makes a lot of money. Definitely makes a lot of money. Yeah, I don't know.
Ed, where did I put Ed? Ed, so he's 36 from Miami. He's deep, thoughtful, and interesting is what Chris said. So yeah, I think that he's a pretty decent pick. He's a good age.
Mm-hmm.
Probably has some money, like you're saying. He's
got the money.
And like she's from California, so I think that like if he were to move to California, like it's like not that far, like a big of a stretch, from where he's from. So I think it's a pretty good pick. I didn't have him circled, but I like him.
Next, I'm going for Ivan.
Oh, I do have him starred.
He's a sleeper.
Why did you pick Ivan or Yvonne?
Because he's an aeronautical engineer. Are you effing kidding me? Like hot times a million bajillion. And he's also very easy on the eyes.
He's very cute.
Yeah, and he's super freaking smart. He's a catch. He's a whole ass catch.
He's definitely a catch. I wrote that he's really hot.
Mm-hmm.
He's 28, so maybe, you know, if Claire and Tasha don't want him, maybe we could set you up with him.
I got to get him out of Texas, but I'm down.
He's definitely cute.
Yeah, and I think his age won't really play a huge factor in it just because of how intelligent he is.
And Chris also says that he's a really good napper. And so you've been really great at sleeping lately. So this could be a match made in heaven.
Let's do it. Let's do it, Ivan.
And I also think that people that can nap well also don't allow their thoughts to overtake them. Because a lot of people that have insomnia, they're not able to really process all the things that are going on in their head, and it allows them to keep up and still thinking about things. And so that means that he can like shut down, he can turn off, he can relax. And I think that's a good sign. It means that most likely he's going to be optimistic. He's not going to have anxiety or thinking about things in the future. So I think that's a very good quality for someone to have, is to be able to shut off and like rejuvenate. So
someone that's an aeronautical engineer, your mind's got to be going constantly. So for him to be able to shut that off shows a lot of mental strength and willpower. And Ivan, down.
So next, who do I want? I'm going to go with, he's young, but Chris Harrison was saying that he liked him a lot and that he was really popular within the house. And so I'm going to go with him myself. His name is Damar.
Damn it.
He is a spin instructor.
Uh-huh.
He definitely has a high energy. He was a fave of the crew, fave of a lot of people on the cast. And so I think he's very cute as well. He's from Scottsdale. Chris said that he acts really mature, even though he's probably the youngest guy in the, I don't know, is it a villa? Where are they? In the resort?
House.
Pardon?
I think they just call it a house.
Is it still a house though? Because they're on like a big compound, like a big resort compound.
Oh, that's right. They're not in Beverly Hills. I don't know.
We'll say house. And so like he's a fan favorite. He thinks he's going to be a fan favorite, and so I think that means he's going to be likable, and I also think that means he's going to stick around a while.
Yeah, I think so too. I had him circled, so
I picked him because of that. I thought that, you know, he may be young, but he may still get points for being around for a while. And then my other pick is, I don't remember what these people look like right now. Should I go old or should I go young?
You still haven't picked the one I thought you were going to pick from the beginning.
Oh, I don't even know who you mean right now. I'm going to go for Robbie.
Okay.
Pardon?
I said, okay, how come?
Robbie is 31. So he's at least in his 30s, which is good. He was also, as Chris Harrison says, referred to The Bachelor by Nick Viall. So with that, what? Oh, frack. Can you pull him up? Because it just
sure. I can't stand Nick Viall, so
I know, whether we can stand Nick or not, he's still going to put people in that will probably do well. You know what I mean? It won't let me show him. So weird. What's going on, ABC? Can you pull up Robbie?
It's right here.
Okay, good. So this is Robbie here. And he's also an insurance broker. He's from Florida. I think that he's cute. I think that he may get some pointers and some tips from Nick as to how to at least be relevant or like, you know, get some camera time or whatnot. He's going to have a little bit of an insider's information. And I think that will allow him to last a little while. I don't know if he's going to be the winning guy, but I think he might last a little while just because of his pedigree, who he's friends with. Why are you anti Nick Viall and not?
He's gross. Nick is just the worst. He's the biggest D-bag in Bachelor Nation.
D-bag. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't particularly like him. I watch his show every once in a while, but his tone irritates me. So that must mean that I think
his tone, his mouth, his face, his everything.
I was trying to like him at one point, but then I was like, no, I don't like you. But
I was so pissed when he became Bachelor. I was like, oh my God.
His season wasn't bad though.
It was whatever.
Okay, so you don't like Robbie, apparently. But those are my two. Who are you got?
Okay. I'm going to pick Jason, 31, former pro football lineman. Picking him because Chris Harrison had a lot of high praises for him. Shoot. Cross off. Yeah. There he is.
Jason, yeah, so pro football, former pro football lineman, even though I don't know what that position actually means.
It means you stand in front of the quarterback and you help, you make sure that no one gets through your line to tackle your quarterback.
Okay.
Or if he's on defense, if he's a D lineman, then he's trying to get through the lineman I was just talking about to get said quarterback.
The other teams.
Yeah, you can be D line or O line.
Okay.
But whatever, he's a big dude.
And is a contagious laugh. I think laughter is important.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he said he laughs like Seth Rogen, so.
He was on my list. I had a star beside him, so he's a big guy. I think that Clare seems to like people that will make her feel safe and like taken care of. So I think any of these big guys that we've been seeing on the show, or like as the Bachelors here, will be good picks for her, because I think she likes athletes and like strong, physically men.
I do too. And then my second man is Jordan C. I know he's a bit young, but Chris Harrison says for this guy, age is just a number. He is a software account executive from New York, New York. And his glasses are kind of cute.
He's pretty cute. I like his little specs. He probably takes them off and he's like super smoke show babe. Mm-hmm. Lips look kissable. Looks like he has some good genes, and some good cute little babies would come from him.
He looks tall.
He looks tall. This is Jordan C, right? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I like him.
Thank you.
He's older, smart. I like it, but he's too late. Like, when I'm looking at these people, I'm looking, because I'm basically the same age as Clare. I'm a couple of years older than her. And so I'm just thinking, like, oh my God, 26, that's just so young. So young.
So young.
Why would you want to be married to someone that's almost 40?
I know. Well, they may not get married right away.
Well, the reason why I say that, and it's not like because I know people might start coming for me being like, why are you being an ageist? Like, people can get married at any age. And like, yeah, I get that. But I think that also, though, I've lived from the 26-year-old to the age that I am now. I've had all that life experience. I've lived in multiple cities around the world. I worked as a flight attendant, traveling from different places and staying there for weeks or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I've lived a bunch of life that they just have not had the opportunity to do yet. And so wanting them to just jump and just skip all of that I got the opportunity to do, I just think there's a little bit of that, in my opinion, that's a little bit unfair, just because, yes, they can fall in love. Yes, they may want to make that commitment, but they also just didn't get to do that, and I would want everybody to have all that experience.
Mm-hmm.
To
at least match it.
But that's why I think that sometimes these relationships fall apart, because then they grow up and realize that they missed something.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Like people that say that they got married in their 20s and then they divorce at 30, and then they're like, oh my God, like I spent my entire 20s married.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Just saying. But people can do what they want. Don't come for me.
Don't come for her. Leave her alone.
Leave me alone. Okay, I'm going to go now. I'm going back to the oldies.
Okay.
For the oldest guy here, we are going to go for Jeremy.
That's what I thought you were going to initially pick.
Well, the reason why I hesitated was not to be judging completely, but just because he has a child. I don't know if she might have PTSD from Juan Pablo about, you know what I mean? I wasn't sure how she was going to be able to handle that. But I do think that he's decently handsome. Mm-hmm. He may look a little bit too boring for like Clare or Tayshia, maybe.
He gives me Ari vibes.
He does give me Ari vibes. I was thinking that as well. Maybe it's the salt and pepperness and like the older handsome guy. Chris says that he has a dad bod, but like he probably doesn't have a dad bod. You know what I mean?
He just got shredded.
Yeah, I know, right? He looks like he's like fit. He's a banker from DC, so he's gonna have like that very masculine like cadence in his voice, which I think that will be kind of sexy. You know, like the very, very American, very, very stand here, they sit here, and they just
enunciate very well.
They talk like they're from like Washington D.C. and it's very. I like very level. I don't know. It's very, very masculine. So I think that she might like that. Chris says that he has great perspective, and you know he is older than her, which is like growing up, every girl usually wants to date an older guy. That's just how it is. And so at least he's older than her, and so I think she might like that. And he's also very good looking, so I think it will be a good potential match.
I think so too. I think he'll be around for a while. I just hope he isn't boring, I guess.
Me too. Should I go for somebody controversial? Oh my god, I'm gonna have like team old, like funny people. I'm gonna go. Don't laugh at me.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna go for Kenny.
Okay, I don't even remember anything about him, so I'm not laughing.
Boy band manager.
He's a what manager?
Boy band manager.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Chantele.
He's just so stupid.
Dude, this is so stupid. Why?
I think that he might stick around for a while.
Kenny's back. All right.
You know, I grew up in the boy band era.
I mean, you go, girl, because I was never gonna pick.
I think that he just might be kind of charming. He's from Chicago. He has no tan line, so I guess that he tans naked or he gets naked often. I don't know. He might be the type of person that has like a gregarious personality that like just amuses Claire. I don't know if he'll win, but he might be someone that keeps her laughing and is kind of light and jovial and like, you know, just kind of a fun time. And so I'm going for points here more than for love.
Fair. You can have him. Woo!
Those are my two. Okay, who do you got?
Not Kenny. I'm gonna go for Blake Monar.
Okay.
The one that used to be a professional baseball player, and then due to a tragic injury, he now is a men's grooming specialist. There's two Blake M's, so we have to go full last name here.
Oh, the first one is the one I wanted. Okay.
Yeah. Wow, you don't want your wildlife Canadian man?
No.
Who owns a freaking Falcon?
No, I don't.
And not the car?
No, I don't. He's from Phoenix, Arizona. Obviously, ex-pro baseball player. So, like any pro athlete, they kind of usually have some sort of like, just like they exude confidence. And I think that she's really attracted to men that exude confidence. I think that's how she kind of fell into Juan Pablo's little mist, is because he does come across as really confident. And then his confidence turned into asshole. But I think that she does like that, like, I'm a man, I'm going to take care of you, like, I'm good at what I do. She likes that, and I feel like he has that. So I think it's a good pick. So when you say male grooming specialist, you think that he's actually is a hairstylist, or does he do like manzikinis or menzillions?
No, I think he probably maybe has like a channel where he like, I don't know, helps guys figure out what hair product to buy, like maybe like what's it called, influencer for men kind of thing. That's the way I look at it. But maybe he does man
like manscaping, doing some waxing in the house.
I mean, whatever, make that money, honey.
Well, I'm thinking though, maybe he's going to be kind of like Johnny, how Johnny was doing all the barber work in the Love Island villa.
He'll probably be styling the hair.
He'll be helping them with their hair.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so good pick. Who do you got next?
Okay. So the second one I'm going to go for is Chasen. because, again, of what Chris Harrison was saying about him made me kind of think he's going to go far.
I don't remember what Chris was saying. Oh, he's kind of cute.
He's an IT account executive from San Diego. He's a surfer. He's very tan. He says he's like one of those that comes in like an Alexis dolphin shark costume. So we're not going to know what he looks like on the first appearance, but I guess he was in competitive swimming. He's an ultimate romantic.
Can't we just find out everybody's birthdays?
He's an adventure seeker.
I mean, I like him. I'm just looking at his face up close right now, and he's actually a lot cuter than I thought, or I gave him credit for. I did have a star beside his name, so I was interested in him briefly. But I think that's a good pick. I like his hair. He has kissable lips.
Yeah, he's got some nice lips.
And nice teeth. And eyes that like you'd probably want to stare into. So I think he's a very good pick. And I could see that maybe even like for Tayshia, he might make a good match for Tayshia as well.
Mm-hmm. I think so too.
Those are your two. Those are two good ones. You did good there.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
You could have had him instead of boy band, but
no, I forgot about him though until I saw him. I was like, oh right. I have a star beside both of them, you know. Okay, I'm gonna go for. Okay, I'm gonna do two times. I'm going to go for the older chef, being Paige.
I was gonna pick him next just because I think a good cook is a great thing.
I mean, I don't find him. Can you pull it up? Because
I don't find him attractive either, but.
So let's just get to his little pager.
But you already know what their date's going to be like.
Right, but I don't mind that. So he's a chef. He's 37. He's from this guy right here. He's from Austin, Texas. He has a 5-year-old son, so he's a father. So, I mean, he has a commitment, and I think that either Claire is going to like this or Claire is not going to like this. It's going to be like one or the other. You know, I think that depending on how he brings it up with her, I think it will be indicative of like how she moves forward with him potentially. But I think the fact that he's a chef is a very good thing for their relationship. So let me write that down. You like him?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to go for the other chef, which is Chris.
Okay.
He's 27.
27.
He is from, where is he from? Salt Lake City, Utah. I think he's cute because he's what your prerequisite here, an ambiguous ethnicity. He's half Thai. I'm not sure what his other half is, but it's his mom.
Just says he's from Missouri, the other half.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like no, Chris, like his mom's from Thailand and he's from Missouri.
Oh, it says Salt Lake City.
Oh, is there two?
Well, no. Well, I just put mom's from Thailand and he's a chef and from Salt Lake City.
Oh, never mind. Go ahead. Yeah.
I don't know where his other half is from, so I don't know if that means that his father's not in the picture or not. But he definitely, I think, is a very cute face. Ambiguous ethnicity, looks like he would make good babies. He looks tall. He looks like a nice guy, and he looks like he'd be able to feed you well. He's also a landscape design salesman. I like him. All good with his hands.
Yeah, I like his look. He's hot. I like his jawline.
All right, girl.
All right. I am gonna go for one of your people. I'm going to go for a Canadian. And I'm going to go for Mike.
Who the heck's Mike?
He is 38. He is a digital media advisor from Calgary. He's a huge hockey fan. We are going to fight all the time because I'm a Sharks fan and he is a Flames fan. But I don't know. He seems manly. He seems like Claire's type. his Mike is a total Canadian stereotype in that he is quite possibly the nicest person you'll ever meet.
Well, apparently he makes a thoughtful limo entrance and something about feet.
Ew, what? No, I hate feet. Bye.
No, so I was curious.
I take it back.
Not liking feet.
I take it back.
Catherine. Hi, Catherine. Thanks for hanging out with us. If you have any questions in the chat, please bring it up because we are just here to talk about these new guys in the new season. We don't have much of a script today or much to go on. So whatever you want to chat about, bring it up. And unless there's super spoilers that are confirmed of later down the season. But it's so nice to meet you, Catherine. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by next week if we can.
My last or second pick is going to be Tyler's. One of the Tylers. Damn it. Tyler S.
Phew. I picked the other Tyler, so I'm like.
I just did it for the age.
Right.
And because of his background, I think it's like a very interesting background. He's a music manager for his brother, who I don't listen to country music, so I don't know who the heck this is, but Granger Smith, I guess, is his brother.
I don't remember who that is.
No idea. I don't like country music, never will, never have. So don't want him for myself. He just looks taller than the other Tyler. And
oh, shoot, I can pull up Tyler. I'm like, that doesn't look like Tyler because it isn't him. It's Mike. Tyler S. Oh, man. Can you do it again? What's wrong with your site here, ABC? So this guy right here. Thank you, Brazzy. So yeah, he's a music manager in Texas, country guy. I feel as though he may get that whole trope that you don't particularly like as like the guy that's coming there for their career. And you know, it's happened many times on The Bachelorette for these country singers to, you know, come to try to promote their career. So he's a music manager. I don't know if he has his own solo career that he's kind of been working towards, but I don't know. I'm not sure if I vibe with him personally.
I don't think I would either. We're just getting down to the bottom of the barrel here.
You have one more, or was that your second?
That was my second, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to go then for the other Tyler. He is... Fuck you, man.
I couldn't hear a word you said because Nala knocked my headphones out and attacked me.
All I said was go for the other Tyler, but I can't pull it up. So this Tyler here, if you want to just shoot that up on your screen for a sec. So that Tyler, he's a lawyer. I like lawyers. That means they can talk, they can debate, they can get their point across. I'm into that vibe. He's from Morgantown, West Virginia.
Country boy, back country boy.
Apparently he gets, he has some dirt on the guys, and so maybe he's going to get me some points.
Oh, jeez.
And so I was more interested in his story over than the other Tyler story, but if we had to pick a Tyler, that's a Tyler for me. It's that Tyler for me.
It's that Tyler for me.
That's my first. And then I don't know why I have a star beside this name, but we'll soon find out. So I'm going to go for the other Zach. So Zach J, he's a cleaning service. Oh my gosh. What's happening? Can you pull that up too? The final Zach. So Zach J, he's 37. He's a cleaning service owner from St. George, Utah. I think he's handsome. I think that he looks masculine. He has his own business. I think that Claire will be smitten by his physique. No thoughts? She's silent?
No, it happened, like you paused, so then I was like waiting for you to finish your thought, but you were paused.
Oh,
All I heard was Claire will be, and then that was it.
Claire will be attracted to his physique.
Oh yeah, probably. Yeah, I think he looks attractive. Honestly, just like where a lot of these people are from make me not want to pick them, I guess.
Look how many people loved Carrington from Utah, so.
Big town of Utah. Was that your second one?
Yep.
Dang, all right. I'm going to go with I'm gonna go for Easy.
He's my next pick.
I like fun people, and I think Easy's fun.
Agreed.
He is 29, a sports marketing agent from Newport Beach, California.
You love your Cali boys?
Apparently I do.
Apparently Chris says that he has a lot of good facial expressions and reactions, and so I'm thinking that would mean that he might stick around for a little while. Chris also alluded that him and DeMar might become little kind of buddies, and so I wouldn't be surprised if they stayed along for the entertainment. I don't know if either Claire or Tayshia will pick them in the end, but I think that the producers, if they like you, they'll be like, well, you don't need to send them home. Like, you don't need to send them home. There might be other people that are less interesting, less boring that they would cut first. So,
yes, I agree with that. My
pick.
Second pick is going to be, I'm going to stay loyal to my career soil and pick Dr. Joe.
Dr. Joe.
An anesthesiologist. He's 36 years old. He's obviously smart. I like that they're showing some more Asian culture.
Oh, wait, I didn't show you your other guy. Hold on, let's show Easy first. Let's just give a little Easy. I mean, I would say EZ personally, but Easy's cute.
Yeah, Easy is cute. He's a player though. I know a player when I see one.
Give me slight Trey vibes from LeBron.
Yeah, absolutely.
So he might have some game, some swagger. He's a California boy, so he probably likes getting outside. He's probably quite active. Yeah, Easy's really cute. He has a little dimple that I didn't notice before.
Little dimple.
I like Easy. Okay, and then you're saying Dr. Joe?
Dr. Joe.
All right. Dr. Joe. Doctor. Dr. Joe, I think, is pretty cute. He's a good age. Obviously, he's going to be very smart. Yeah, I agree with you. There's not usually very much Asian representation on the show, so hopefully he will stick around longer. But in that same time, though, I'm not sure if Claire specifically is open-minded to Asian men. I'm not sure. Like, I don't even know if she likes black men. You know what I mean? I mean, well, maybe she does because she most likely chooses Dale, but hopefully, because we've been talking about, especially on Love Island, that everybody is interested in all ethnic backgrounds and types and skin tones and all that stuff. And so hopefully that's also been put into consideration here on The Bachelorette in this new climate of television that, people are open to all backgrounds.
I agree.
I hope so. He's a very handsome man. He would make very good looking children, and he looks tall.
Mm-hmm. Does look tall. He looks like he's in shape.
Hopefully he's funny.
I think from his little clip of him like jumping around, like pointing down at his name on Chris Harrison's bit, he looked like he was pretty energetic and fun. Honestly, most anesthesiologists that I come into contact with, or most out of all the doctors that I work with, anesthesiologists are by far the best. They're hilarious. They love their job. They're nice to the nurses, which is a big deal. So I'm so team anesthesiologist.
All right. Rooting for you, Dr. Joe. Okay, so we're getting down to the okie dokies. I'm going to go older again. I'm going to go for...
I have 6. Did you pick AJ?
No, nobody's picked AJ yet.
Why do I have 6 left? There should only be 5 left.
There's more. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... I think I have 5 left.
Did you pick Jay?
I'm about to.
Okay. What about Riley?
Riley should be around still.
I have AJ, Garen, Blake M, Riley.
Wait, Garen. I'm picking Garen right now.
Okay.
Garen, he is. I don't know if he'll stick around for that long, but he looks like he's funny.
Yeah, he looks cute.
Warm smile. He's a professor of journalism. So he's going to be good with his words, good with people, good with communicating, good with like commanding attention, I think. I could see him maybe wanting to sneak her off for some alone time. I don't know if they're going to necessarily connect, but I think that he's going to be a likable person in the house.
Yeah.
So I picked him. And then I was going to pick, I think it was Jay was the other person I was going to pick. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Let's see Jay. Let me see if it was Jay that I liked. Jay. Okay, we'll just go for it. Jay. I mean, I don't know actually.
Nope, too late. Too late. You picked on it.
So Jay, I'm picking him. You know, he's a fitness director, so he might be fun. Might be able to like get people to do things. He doesn't look very tall.
No.
Which is not great. Well, let's see what else he says. He's taking a break from worrying about others and focusing on himself instead. Jay wants a woman he can 100% be himself with, and says that his perfect date is one filled with random adventures followed by good wine and meaningful conversation. That's not a bad date. Not a bad date.
Not a bad date.
I'm okay with him now. Do you have any thoughts? He just looks small.
He looks like a little guy. I'm gonna pick AJ.
Okie dokie. Aji. I mean, he reminds me of Neve a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's cute. I'm just not sure if Claire is going to think he's cute. You know what I mean?
Probably not, but that's okay. I like he's a software engineer. And then I'm going to go back to your soil and pick Blake M, because who freaking knows what that guy's going to do.
Not my guy. But...
Not my guy either, but he says that he comes in hot, so.
Okay, let's take a look at this guy as well. So Blake, he's so not the guy.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, he's probably like going to be very, it seems like maybe loud and like attention-y, and, you know, it will be maybe amusing in the beginning, but if he lasts too long, I think that I just don't see him taking it that seriously for whatever reason.
Work is calling me, 1 second.
So I don't know what that's going to be all about.
Hi.
I don't know. Who do we have left? So we have Riley, and I guess there's one more that she's saying. Oh, no, just Riley's left, and that's going to be the last one, the one for the audience. Oh my God, is poor Riley. Hold on, let's take a look. Did we get everybody? We definitely got AJ. Got Ben, I think. Yeah, Brazil got Ben. Bennett. All these people we've taken so far, I think. Yeah. Riley, did we get Riley? Is the Riley the one that we didn't pick? I want to switch out. I'd rather Riley. Aw. But anyways, the one thing though, the reason why I didn't pick Riley is that Chris Harrison says that it takes a lot to crack his exterior. So he's an attorney, he's from New York, and so that might not resonate with Claire. Like Claire tends to like people that are kind of open books, that are able to be, you know, that have conversations that are really easygoing. She doesn't tend to like people moving forward like that have like walls up. Christian she liked, but that she wasn't able to communicate with them well. And so that's why I was a little bit apprehensive about Riley. Chris saying that he has a tough exterior to crack. Oh, stop it, NBC. Yeah, so I think that he is the last one. So what are your guys' thoughts on our list. So I'll read them out if I can. So for Brazil, she has AJ 28, Ben 30, Blake 31, Blake 29, Brandon 30, Chasen 31, Easy 29, Ed 36, Ivan 28, Jason 31, Joe 36, Jordan 26,
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Mike 38, and Tyler 36. Those are, wait, do we not get, oh, I have the last pick. Okay, I have one pick and then there's one left over, I think. So I'm going to take it. I just talked about Riley because I was like, oh, Riley is not going to get picked. But, and I was saying it because like the reason why I didn't pick him earlier was because of the fact that Chris Harrison says that he has a tough exterior.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, I think that Claire tends to prefer people that are like an open book, that are easy to get along with, et cetera, et cetera. And so that's why I didn't pick him. Yosef was also not picked.
Uh-huh. I have 15. How many do you have?
Well, I probably have 14, right? So, because I started second.
Yeah. So you should have one more.
So I'm have to decide between Yosef and Riley. Oh my gosh. Can you pull up Yosef? Yosef, medical device salesman from Daphne, was that Alabama?
Alaska.
Oh.
I think it's Alaska. Or because it's normally just AL. Oh yeah, it's Alabama. I don't know why they had the ALA.
So he says what he thinks. That's what I wrote down, and then I put trouble. So I'm going to take him for points wise. So I'm taking Yosef. I am going to leave, as I thought I was going to, Riley, because I don't think that it may take too long for him to break down his walls and whatnot, and being open with Claire. And I don't think Claire has time to like try to crack his like hard exterior. I don't think she cares enough. I don't think that she's too old to be dealing with that kind of man, I think. And so even though I think that he's very attractive and I like that he's a lawyer, I think that I'm going to go for Yosef because he'll probably have more points. Because I put down trouble and I did put a star I forgot about. So medical device salesman. Yeah, he could have some money too.
Oh, he definitely has money.
So I already said your team.
It's star-studded. What?
My team's pretty good, actually, to be honest.
I think your team captain should be Kenny. He could do like a whole like song and dance, like get them all together, like.
But you're gonna do that and like have them like do 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 do.
You'll have them all harmonizing. You'll have them all like.
Give me it. I love that.
Killing it.
Okay, so I was thinking though for our point system that we'll do maybe first impression rose.
Yes.
Fantasy suites. Kisses. Crying. Whoever gets a hometown date. Any one-on-one dates. Gets into
2-on-1. Survives a 2-on-1.
Okay, sure. Survives a 2-on-1. Gets into a fight with the other guys or like an argument of some sort with the other bachelors.
Confrontation with other member.
Yeah. And even a confrontation with her, we'll include that as well.
We'll just put any confrontation.
Perfect. And entrances with a gimmick or a costume. All
right, I already got a point there, yeah, baby.
Anything that what kind? Just like 1 point for all these things, or do you think we should change up the?
Well, I think we should do. We have first impression rose, but I think we should also do first kiss, like along with any kisses. I think the first kiss is a big one.
Sure. Like the first kiss.
Yeah, the first kiss. And I think we should do if
Someone doesn't
they
kiss.
always have the person that steals them away like 3 times in the first episode.
Only reason why I don't want to do that is because I don't want us to count that.
What? First kiss?
No, people stealing her away.
Oh, okay.
Because like that could happen like 10 times, and so that it just might be difficult to count.
True. Oh, what if it's the whistleblower about a guy not being there for the right reason?
Just maybe saying the right reasons.
Oh God.
Yeah, maybe.
Will be a lot of points. Or no.
Okay, so are you saying the first impression rose like 5 points? Same with first kiss, 5 points. Fantasy Suite, how many points?
5. 5. Fantasy Suite. Isn't Fantasy Suite and Hometowns? Or there's one less hometown. Or
Yeah.
right. Fantasy Suite we'll do 7.
Whoa. Okay.
Kisses we'll do 1. Crying 1. Hometown 8.
All right.
One-on-one 3. Survives 2-on-1. Oh, I think that deserves a hefty 4 right there.
Sure. There you go.
Confrontation 2.
Okay.
And entrance with a costume 1 or 2.
1.
1.
Because everybody could have a gimmick or something. Because like if someone like gets down on one knee, I would consider that to be a gimmick. So if it's everybody in the end, then we just like it'll just be nothing.
Yeah, because I think Hometown's like the biggest deal. Fantasy Suite the second biggest deal. First impression rose typically ends up being a big deal in the end. Like it just more often than not they make it to the end.
First impression rose a 10.
10. That's the highest point of all of them.
But I mean, because like the first impression rose for the Bachelorette usually wins the game.
Do you already know who gets first impression rose?
I don't. Oh, I mean, it might be
Dale.
It might be Dale, actually. So don't worry about it. I don't know that officially, but I know that it's most likely.
It's okay. We'll still put it at we'll match it with Fantasy Suite. We'll match it at 7. Solid 7.
Okay, I'll definitely make a little list and I'll add it into our little chat box, our little comment box below description. So what else do you know about this season or anything about The Bachelor in general? Like, what do you guys want to talk about? I'm not used to being so short.
Where is everyone?
I know, I'm gonna need to have new friends.
We'll just label it Love Island, and then we'll trick all the people to come on, and then it'll be about the Bachelorette.
I think that but their Bachelor people are big, so we'll start getting more friends.
Friends. It'll be a slow burn, just like you love.
Well, I looked at our first thing of Love Island, and we had 55 views.
I know. Jaquan was 1 of 55.
Jaquan says, why do you think the villain of the Bachelor or Bachelorette shows always gets eliminated normally towards the mid-season? Well,
because they like to keep them around for drama.
They're around for the drama, exactly. And then it gets to a point where the Bachelorette only likes the people that are left in the house. And so they don't want to get rid of somebody that they actually like for someone that's only there for the drama.
Jaquan's asking for a friend. Just kidding. He always goes for the villains.
And I also think that the villain actually usually maybe got even further down the road. Like if you think Chad got pretty far, Luke P got pretty far, but she really liked Luke P.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know how.
Jaquan, J Jobs, Divine Me, Catherine, who are your picks so far for this season? And do you have any insight as to how you think the season's going to go? Do you think it's going to be successful? How do you think Tayshia gets involved in the mix? I know a lot of all the different other bachelorettes come and make an appearance. What do you guys know? Other than I would need a glass of water.
I think the new bachelorettes are going to come and they're going to be maybe pick between who the new one's going to be, and they're all going to be like, we think Tayshia deserves it, and then it's going to be Tayshia.
Maybe. Oh, maybe. That's interesting, actually.
I think because it was Hannah B.
Becca said that she hosted a challenge or hosted like a date, but she could be lying.
She could be, but yeah, I don't know.
Chicoine says, I noticed that normally the winner are guys that have friends in the house. Then when you do not have friends in the house, and actually about the Bachelorette, the other people feel a type of way.
Well, that's why I picked one of my picks was for that reason, because I think me too specifically, I would be looking for someone that could be friends with everyone and isn't going to be like controversial necessarily, and like only being like, oh, I only want to hang out with you, like don't look at anyone else in the room, like I don't want that. So I definitely like someone that can be the life of the party and also has a personality that can kind of be friends with everyone. And so I think that that's typically why they go for those kinds of people.
Well, and I want my partner to get along with other guys. So yes, it could be like, wow, like they're just here for me. But then it seems a little bit kind of like a game as opposed to like, you know, being a good person that would fit into my life. And so I think that if somebody does not get along with the guys in the house, that would be a huge red flag for me.
Absolutely.
Like, okay, why don't you why don't people like you? What am I not seeing that they dislike? I think that it would be a big red flag. Why, what are you laughing at?
Are you here for the right reasons?
I mean, are you? So J Jobs has a little bit of a spoiler here. I don't know if it's true, but we talked about half of it. So J Job says, I believe the spoilers are that Clare picks Dale. So that's kind of been around. We don't know even if it's 100% true or not, but that's what's been reported by pretty much anybody that covers The Bachelorette. It's pretty known, would say, that Clare picks Dale. But he also says that Tayshia steps in but does not find love. I've not heard that. I've not heard that she doesn't find love. I think
I haven't heard that either.
She should find love. I mean, she's gorgeous, like she's likable, and like I think that these guys would be great.
Isn't she a lawyer? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Pardon?
Oh no, what's her profession? She's like a lawyer or something like prestigious.
I don't think she's a lawyer. I don't remember what Tayshia's profession is. Let's look. Tayshia.
I know Rachel's also a lawyer, but I thought she was something. That's why I like Tayshia.
Oh, she went to Concordia University, but I went to Concordia University, but in Canada. Tayshia is okay. She's a Virgo. Ooh.
Here we go.
I haven't started anything. It doesn't really say what her profession is. Is she just like an influencer?
No. She had a job. She had a real job.
I don't know. I don't think she was a lawyer, though.
No, I don't think so either. She used to be a phlebotomist.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. So apparently the first thing she notices about you is your veins, according to her Bachelor intro video. That's funny. That's probably why I liked her.
That's interesting, actually. Chiquan says, "Why are all y'all deal breakers? What are all your deal breakers? And do you think the Bachelorette has any?"
I think Clare has many deal breakers.
A deal breaker for me would be somebody that wasn't open-minded to a lot of things. So whether it's other people's sexuality, other people's ethnic backgrounds, other people's political stances, depending on what it is, not being kind of open-minded to that would be a huge deal breaker for me, because I definitely wouldn't want to be in a partnership with somebody that I would always have conflicting beliefs about very major things. That'd be one. What's yours?
Yeah, definitely open-minded, because I'm not religious at all. So they'd have to be okay with that. And also have to be okay with everyone else. I don't know, just like same about you being open-minded. Like I literally don't care what you look like, who you are, what you identify as. Like none of that bothers me. So if that bothers you, then that's going to be a problem for me. And someone that's not clingy and like lets me have my own space and do my own thing and leaves me alone 90% of the time.
Fair. I also think that like I definitely, we talked about it a little bit, but I want someone that can hold their own. You kind of said it with being clingy, but like I want someone to be them to be like the star, like you know what I mean, like them to like light up a room and like can handle being without being right beside me. Like I like that. I think that confidence is really good. Someone that lacks confidence. Oh my gosh, so loud.
I didn't think they had criminals in Toronto.
Lacks confidence wouldn't be something that I'd be interested in. And also, I am very optimistic, generally speaking. And so I would want someone optimistic as well. I think that anybody that's pessimistic, it's not my vibe. It's like I don't enjoy trying to lift somebody up all the time. That's kind of usually like an emotional energy vampire. And like, yes, you know, obviously I would do it eventually for a little bit, but like, eventually I would get tired of that, and I wouldn't want that long term.
Yeah, and you also have to like keep me on my toes, be spontaneous.
Like what Jay John said, Chantele, your list of deal breakers just described America. LOL. I mean, you said it, not me. I mean,
it's true.
It's kind of true. Jay Jones also says, I'm looking forward to the drama of the season. Supposedly Claire is difficult and does her own thing. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. She is an adult woman. She doesn't care about the success of the show. She is there to find love specifically. She's not necessarily there to be told what to do by producers and whatnot. And so that was one angle that people were saying as to why she was no longer the Bachelorette, is because she found love and she didn't want to continue with the process anymore. So she like quit. But I'm wondering if it was she found love and she wasn't really giving people a chance anymore. And then the producers were like, hey, well, how about we end your journey here and then we bring in someone else for the second season. I'm not sure what actually went down. I wouldn't be surprised with Claire being difficult because she's a grown woman. She's not a child at all. She's been on the show so many times. Like I don't think she cares. I want to talk more about deal breakers though. Hold on. Let's see. Jigwan says, which show do you think is harder to find a connection, The Bachelor, Bachelorette, or Bachelor in Paradise?
Bachelor.
Bachelor, not Bachelorette, or Bachelor, Bachelorette?
Oh, both of those over Bachelor in Paradise. Bachelor in Paradise is a free-for-all.
Yeah, that's like with the Bachelor in Paradise, they're all kind of intermingling. And with them kind of, you know, always hanging out and going to and having drinks and like being able to go to the pool and be able to go to the bar and whatnot, they get to interact with each other. And so they can potentially find a connection with somebody that they wouldn't if they don't like the lead. You know what I mean? So there's just more opportunity, I think, in Bachelor in Paradise, and they're all hanging out more. And also with the Bachelor, Bachelorette, like sometimes they don't choose people specifically for the lead. So it's also possible that like you're not into the lead.
Yeah,
you know?
Like if I was casted for Ari, ew.
I liked Ari when he was still on Emily.
Nick Viall, ew. I'd pick Ari over Nick Viall.
But like I also didn't like Colton. I didn't like
I liked Colton.
John. You liked Colton?
I like Colton, I like Ben.
You know that he has a restraining order that's been set against him by Cassie right now, right?
I said I liked Colton.
No, they said you like him. I mean, deal breaker, that guy.
Ben Higgins, still heartthrob.
I'm not into any of the Bachelor's looks. Jay John says Big Brother has a much better success with cuss pulls than the Bachelor franchise. That is really true. That is really true. I know some of the casting from Big Brother has cast the Bachelorette before in the past. I know that. I don't think that they do the shows simultaneously, but I know that part of their resume has the Bachelor or Bachelorette on it. I think it's because they live in the house. It's kind of like similar to the Bachelor in Paradise thing, where they're interacting with people and seeing them in their normal, like just hanging out.
Love Island.
Pardon?
Or just like Love Island.
Exactly. Like there's just more opportunity for you to develop a better connection, because it's not like I saw this guy like every 3 days, and then we're on a group date, and then we're on a one-on-one, and then like I don't see him for a week, and then like hometowns. Like it's just, you get to hang out with this person in a longer time frame, and so you get to know them better and you connect deeper. Chickman says, LOL, Brazil, there are criminals everywhere. Yes, there are.
No, there's no criminals in Canada. Everyone in Canada is nice.
I mean, I'm not that nice.
I know. Just kidding.
Hey, what?
I'm kidding.
J-Joe says, Brazil, LOL, I like quotes in past tense. I always thought he was the worst. I never thought he had like a droplet of sex appeal. Like I thought that he always had like a weird, not weird, but like there was something like there was something about him that wasn't real. Like he was just kind of.
It was his career for me that like literally melted me, and I thought it was so special and so awesome. His career, his cystic fibrosis. And he makes the best.
I'm wondering if he did that. I always wondered if he did that just for clout.
No, he still does it.
Of course, he's still gonna do it, but I always felt that it was performative.
No, it's not for clout, because one of his family members, his like niece or nephew or whatever, had it, and it like made him. It became his passion.
Still, I found it performative.
Oh.
Jaquan says, Demi from Colton Season has been on the WWE Monday Night Raw a few times the last 2 months.
Demi is the best villain of all time. I love her.
Is she like being a correspondent, or is she like in the ring?
I'm not sure, but she's hung out with Jacer. Like she's gotten all over. She wants to be on Celebrity Big Brother. Like she's definitely taken her being on Bachelor and Bachelor in Paradise and like used it to her advantage the most, I think, out of anyone.
Well, do you know that the girl Christian that she was seeing on Bachelor in Paradise?
Uh-huh.
Well, I think that she's a little bit of a reality TV relationship girl, because I was watching this so random. It was a YouTube show of different YouTube celebrities that were doing kind of like Big Brother type games, where you had to like do competitions and then vote people out type stuff. And so it wasn't Hype House, but like it was a house like that with these two other YouTubers that created this this online reality game. And she was the girlfriend of the only lesbian that was on the show. She's like, yeah, like my girlfriend, whatever, it's Christian, whatever. And like, so I was like, but it was before this girl was really even famous. So I think that Christian like seems to find herself in the reality TV / like YouTube lesbian world. Maybe there's a new culture that I just don't know anything about, but I was like, that's so random that Christian is like,
yeah, in another similar situation,
right?
Yeah, that's weird. That's very strange. Interesting.
I mean, I didn't know how Demi and her met or whatever, but I was just like, it was just so shocking that
I know. I wonder if she like sought Demi out.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Or in that kind of world and enjoys jumping on maybe the coattails of like a reality TV celebrity.
Maybe.
Jaquan, LOL, that's a stereotype. Do some research about Canada.
I'm the only one that picked any of the Canadian men, so Chantele, you need to help out your country there.
I didn't find any of them to be good looking or attractive. If you're going to choose Canadians, choose the cool ones, and they're not from Calgary or Hamilton. Like,
or Brampton.
Brampton. There's one from Brampton?
Andrew.
Oh, you know who's from Brampton? No, he's from Markham. I was going to say you don't watch Big Brother Canada. Never mind. J-Job says opinions that Colton might still be struggling with his sexuality. Rumor. Well, that's what I was always saying was what I figured out maybe about him after the fact. He started to uncover, the reason why he wasn't doing a lot of dating when he was either in high school or when he was in the NFL. that it was because he was always questioning his sexuality. And I think that he still might be. I think, the fact that I don't find that he exudes any sex appeal or he has any of that experience that I find attractive, I think could be due to the fact that he's never really explored, hi Nala, his other side. So maybe he's bisexual and he's never explored his, a relationship with a man or some sort of sexual situations with a man. I don't know, but I do feel as though he's still struggling with it. I think that he fell for Cassie because Cassie's gorgeous. Cassie was not into him. She left. He ran after her. And I think that she was like, okay, maybe I'll just give this a little bit of time and I'll get to keep that ring and we can, be the Bachelor couple for a while. She'll get some more clout and some fame or whatnot, and then they can end it. And I think she ended it, but at this point, she had taken his virginity, and I think that he got really latched on to her in that sense. And so I think that that's why maybe some of this, like, we're meant to be together, I need you, I want to be with you, is coming through, is that, like, he's had these first sexual experiences with Cassie that, it doesn't parallel against anything else because it's his first. And I do think that he's still questioning his sexuality because, yeah, I do. What are your thoughts?
Exactly yours. I mean, I didn't really think he was questioning his sexuality until recently, but it definitely makes...
He actually said it.
No, I know. That's until he said that. I had no idea. I just thought he was, like, shy and a virgin, so I didn't really think that initially. But it all makes sense, and I hope he is okay mentally.
And this is why I think that Connor has a similar sentiment as Colton. J-Dub says Demi is definitely branching out. She even has her own podcast, interviews many reality TV celebrities. Maybe I should reach out to Demi. Because, like, I like Demi.
I love Demi. Demi didn't give a fuck.
I'm gonna make a little, like, a plan, like a projection plan of, like, and try to maybe talk to some people. Jaquan says a wrestler is a ladies' man, always flirting with females, and she was one of them. He gave her a rose, then another guy gave her a turkey leg. Oh, like King. Which king is that? I don't know. I can't remember the king. There's a king that gives the turkey leg. Ugh, never mind. King. There's so many kings, but it's like very famous. But then it's also Mandela effect. Anyways, long story short, is that Jaquan agrees with you 100% with the Connor thing. Yes, I think Connor's questioning his sexuality as well, and he's gonna have a lot of firsts with Mackenzie, and he might become a little bit of attached to Mackenzie if it doesn't work out. Maybe start putting tracking devices under her car like Colton has. What?
Oh, Jesus.
Have you seen all the accounts of Colton?
Huh?
Have you read or watched any of the accounts that Colton has had?
No.
So he's like put tracking devices on her car, like he's texting her from fake accounts, pretending that he has a stalker when it's hit. Like he's lost it. And she's legit put in a
restraining order.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Connor. So J-Jobs, Connor is from Love Island. Love Island, I felt that they had a similar temperament, and it seems as though Connor is also not as experienced. And so I'm wondering if he's going to also have, the same experience as Colton has with Cassie. So Connor is with Mackenzie from Love Island this season. J-Job, should Colton go to jail for the tracking device? I mean, I think he needs to learn a little bit of a lesson of some sort. Like what he's doing, he's still being like, we should be together. I want to be with you. Like, let's give me another chance. And she's like, it's over. And he's not really understanding that. And so, I mean, potentially spending some time in jail might shake him up a bit. What do you think? I don't know. I've never gone to jail.
I've never really gone to jail either. I don't know about jail, but I think definitely probation. And like if he if he goes within however many feet of her, then obviously jail is a option. But
well, that's the thing. He's like, he still is approaching and like talking to her family and stuff like that about like, I want to get back together. Like, he's not getting it.
well, then the restraining order hasn't been enforced if he's able to do all that still. So
it was filed yesterday.
yeah. So but I mean, the judge still has to approve it and everything. So.
Jaquan, you're welcome. It's a good show. I recommend it if you decide to watch it. They did some reviews with great content. Yes. We'll probably still do one on Thursday and Friday, probably, because more stuff is coming out. But that's pretty much all what we have for you for our giraffe picks of the Bachelorette. I'm actually really looking forward to this season. I think that it will be, a nice new fresh content that we can talk about. We probably won't do any spoilers. I don't want to know who gets to the final 4 dates or anything like that. Like, I do want to be surprised a little bit in this particular season. And
so don't bring Reality Steve on here, okay, guys?
Until maybe after we can see what Steve got right or whatnot. But I do want to still be surprised as best as I can for this particular season, just because it's only once a week. I might as well be entertained by the episode. So yeah, I am looking forward to it. I will map out, I'll put in the description box below the different points. We'll do our best to keep that running tally going. So have you decided what the prizes are going to be?
No.
Jaquan says, where can you find Reality Steve?
Don't tell Jaquan.
Oh, wait. We don't want you to have the spoilers. It's not very fair, though, Jaquan.
Don't tell him. No, I think we should take the week to think about it.
Okay. So if you guys have any ideas as to what else you want us to maybe bring to the Bachelorette recaps, let us know. We may be playing some games, some icebreakers with you guys. I don't know. I would like it to be interactive. I like it to
you guys could be Team Chantele or Team Brazil based on our teams. Once it all settles, I think.
I mean, we'll see after the first night, basically.
Yeah. So maybe if you guys want to join. We only have 5 spots available.
Oh, and for you guys, so you're the people in the audience. Your guy is Riley. So that was the 31st guy that was not picked by either one of us. He is 30, attorney from Long Island, New York, and takes a lot to crack his exterior. So I think that actually was the best one to leave out, because I don't think that Claire is going to be into him at all. At all. She has no time for this. She's a grown woman.
You know about that.
Jaquan says I won't say anything, I promise. Just Google Reality Steve. You'll find him. Don't worry. It's not hard. He has his own podcast. It's like his own thing. I don't think you can find it on YouTube, though. I think it's a Google thing.
Yeah.
That's everything, I think. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe right down over there. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Share this with your friends. If you have anybody else that likes The Bachelorette, that wants to just participate in our Bachelorette chats, like, we're going to bring some games, and it's going to be fun. And it's going to be every day, every Wednesday, at about between 2 and 4 p.m. We'll be coming live for you guys to have some fun about The Bachelorette. So, sharing the fun with your friends. Me in Brazil. Brazil, where can people find you? What are you up to?
Up to nothing again currently because my sequester got canceled. But you can find me on Instagram at BabyZill or at Zil Del Brocco on Twitter.
Woohoo! And you can find me at ShanFranFran or at Reality Realnesss with 3 S's on Instagram. If you find me on Instagram, you're able to find me on everything else. I'm pretty easily findable. Well, people, thanks for hanging out for our first Bachelorette recap, assessment, cast talk, or whatnot. I think it's going to be a really fun season. It'll be a little bit of a change up from Love Island and Big Brother. So I'm happy to be talking about the ABC network and what's going on with ABC. I mean, we already know that their website isn't doing too well. So ABC.
It's lost.
And if you find any information that's not super spoilery, like it could be just something that's not going to ruin an episode, we definitely would want to hear it. So bring back all your interesting things. Jaquan says, Calvin's live had me sleeping. The interview was worse with Moira. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna watch that now though, because I actually was watching a few things of Calvin. I was like, oh, he's kind of cute. I watched his own stories, and he was doing like eating donuts around the world, and I was like, you're kind of cute, actually, a little bit, Calvin. One says, peace and blessings, hashtag be great. And that's how we're going to end it today. Hashtag be great. See you guys soon.
Bye. Hashtag Caleb.